This is the exact frame. 56 minutes into the speech, this is exactly where something broke inside of him. Look at his eyes. Do you see that? Do you know what that means? I went frame by frame. No one else is going to show you this. But let me take you back 45 seconds first because you need to see this.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself.
You hear his voice? Look at this right here. I printed this up. This is an x-ray of his voice. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on, but first just listen and watch this here.
Not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals.
I have no idea why they didn't kick her out. She keeps doing this throughout the whole thing. They kicked Al Green out about 3 seconds in. She's yelling the entire time. They don't kick her out.
Criminal aliens, in many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country. They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country.
Do you hear Trump? Okay, so check this out. This is right there. I printed this up. I want you to notice something. Do you see these hard lines here? This is not a normal WAV file. This microphone that he is speaking into is probably the most tested and calibrated microphone on the planet. And what they do is they come in, they have you speak, and then they give you so much headroom because they know you're gonna get louder, they know you're gonna be a little more emotional, they know people are gonna be louder there. They give you a 30% buffer. Only after you're 30% louder do you then top out. And look what happened. He topped out. It's called clipping on a microphone. He's so angry here that he's clipping. That basically means he's 50% louder than they ever could have imagined that he's gonna be. Listen to his voice right here. You can hear it distorting.
In many cases,
that's the rage that he's feeling right here.
Drug lords, murderers all over our country. They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Now, I want you to look at his eyes, okay? This is not performance. You see this look? You see the squinted eyes? Right there, he's lost in his head. He's not thinking, what am I gonna say next? What's next? He is so angry. Look at that right there. That's it. This is where I printed it. Right there. That's honest anger. And when it progresses from anger to contempt, which is the absolute highest level of hate, you can see what happens right here. So his eyes, they get heavy and half closed. He's not tired. That's deliberate, right? Look at that. Do you see both of them? His lips are pressed together, pulling down on the corners right there. So you can see it's like a little permafrown there. But you notice he's looking. He doesn't want to be looking at him, but he probably feels like someone managing a daycare. They're screaming, they're yelling. That's one of the reasons that he had to distort his microphone to yell over him. He's got a microphone. Do you know how loud they must be in there to be him feeling like he needs to speak that much louder in a microphone? That is what took him all the way from anger to contempt. So these together are what we call social signals. Now, this is a pretty granular look, right? The x-ray of the voice, the actual breakdown like this. But this is the reason, these little nuances are why some people walk in a room, nobody knows them, and everyone's like, who's that guy? What's his story? He looks like he's got his together. Or somebody who maybe is an actual expert that nobody even has the time of day. Nobody even wants to meet him. He comes over, tries to strike up a conversation. Be like, yeah, man, having a good night. Thanks. Have a good night. They don't care because these little signals, you might be giving off signals that you're not aware of. They're called blind spots because we can't see the mistakes that we make. You need someone to look at you, diagnose them, and tell you maybe where you're being weird. A lot of people, even at the highest level, have little things, and when they correct them, it makes a big difference in the way that people perceive them. If you want to learn more how I can look at your signals specifically, I'll put a link below.